이쁜 거 아니고 얼굴이 이쁜 거야. Hi, I'm Dobby, but you can call me Dobbs. So today I'm doing a comparison on How to Disappear by Sharon Husroat and Fake by Donna Cooner. So before I start this book review, I just want to say that Fake is not out yet. It's coming out October 1st, 2019. And I got Fake at BookCon, where at BookCon they were giving you like books that aren't released yet. So that's how I got this book. The second thing I want to mention is the reason that I'm comparing these two books is they're both about social media, and they're both about kind of being someone else on social media. And that's why I decided to kind of go through the similarities and differences of these two books. So let's begin. I was kind of already beginning, but I kind of already began. So How to Disappear is about this girl called Vicky Decker. And she has been hiding in plain sight. She has been invisible for a really long time. And the only friend that she has was her best friend, Jenna. But then Jenna moves away and Vicky is really lonely. Like her loneliness becomes almost unbearable. So that's why she creates this social media account. She makes herself a social life by photoshopping herself into other people's pictures and disguising herself. So basically that's what this book is about, and she's doing this on Instagram. Fake is about Maisie Fernandez, and Maisie is done with all of the bullies. She feels she's like done and she's just fed up with all of it. So one day she goes online and she creates a fake social media account on, I believe, Chit Chat they call it. Yeah, Chit Chat. She creates this girl named Sienna, and she uses these pictures from a random girl's profile that she found. But as Maisie's fake account kind of gets bigger and like people are kind of messaging, they really love Sienna. What will happen when the girl whose picture she's been using actually comes to town? Dun dun dun. So first I'm going to be talking about the similarities between these two books. So the first similarity obviously is that they're both based around social media. They're both books that kids in this generation I feel like would really like, because people nowadays, they're like, everyone's life is kind of determined by social media. I feel like it's a big influence on everyone's life. So if you are really into social media like I am, I feel like you would like these two books because they're both based on social media. That's the theme. The second similarity is that these two books, this one's about Vicky Decker and this one's about Maisie Fernandez, and they're both about them creating a fake. I feel like this one's they're creating social media accounts that they pretended weren't them. That's another reason that they were similar. And the last reason that I have that they were similar is that both of these books are about identity. They're both about like finding who you are, and that's part of the reason that I feel like they created like these accounts, because they wanted to find who they were. They were trying to hide themselves with social media. So that's all the similarities that I have. Now we're going to be talking about the differences. So I feel like in Fake, the main character, Maisie, she used a different person. She used a like random person's pictures for her social media account so she could look different, because she didn't like the way she looked and she was bullied for the way she looked. So she used a different person and she started like chatting with people using that person but still her personality. While in How to Disappear, Vicky used herself, but one of her talents was Photoshop. So she would put on a wig, she'd put on like a tutu, and she would Photoshop herself to look different. And she would Photoshop herself into other people's pictures because she like felt lonely. So that's the difference. Maisie used different person, Vicky used herself. Another difference that was in these two books was the actual cause for them creating these social media accounts. The cause for Vicky was kind of like loneliness, and she felt really alone, so she made herself go into other people's pictures so that she didn't look alone. While in Fake, the cause was also to fit in, but more of like the bullying kind of. This was because of bullying, revenge, kind of jealousy too. So another difference that I just thought of was that in Fake, what Maisie does is not a good thing, obviously. Using the pictures of a different person to create a life for yourself, that's not a good thing. However, in How to Disappear, what Vicky does by photoshopping herself into other people's pictures, that wasn't a bad thing. That wasn't totally a bad thing, while in Fake it was not a very good thing to do. That's another difference. So the consequences in Fake would have been, if people found out, it would have been worse than in How to Disappear. That's it. So I'm going to be talking about my opinions on these books now. We'll start with How to Disappear. So How to Disappear, I feel like I really loved the writing of it. It was really descriptive. I read this book before I went to Korea. I read this book, so I don't quite remember all of it, but it was, I remember the writing being really descriptive. I remember the ending of this book was really beautiful to me. I love the idea of Vicky photoshopping herself into other people's pictures because I felt like that was so interesting to me, because I love to Photoshop things. So the fact that she photoshopped herself into other people's pictures and she got millions of followers, that was very I feel like that was believable, as well as I really loved the idea of that. So now we're going to be talking about Fake. I loved how the author of this book kind of wrote Maisie's emotions. I could really feel her emotion and her wanting of revenge, her pain, as to the reason why she created this fake profile. One thing that I felt wasn't very believable was how the girl whose pictures she used came to town. I feel like that wasn't quite believable. I wished that maybe she started messaging the fake account online or something like that. I feel like how she came to town wasn't as believable, as realistic. However, this book, it showed the consequences of things that you can do. It showed actually finding yourself, that you don't need to look this way to be this way. What I was trying to say is you don't need to look good, you don't need to look perfect to be perfect for your personality to be good. This book was very character development was a lot in it, and I really enjoyed this book as well. So at the end, I rated How to Disappear 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And I rated Fake 3.5 out of 5 stars. I feel like Fake was really good. I just enjoyed How to Disappear a little bit better. I feel like the writing was a little bit more descriptive. I like the style of writing better than Fake, because I feel like the writing style in Fake was easier to understand. People that are a little younger maybe, or people that can't really understand reading books much, might enjoy this book better. So that'll be the end of my book comparison / review. If you like this video, please like this video, and while you're down there, please subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You like books that aren't even I said even twice. Fake social, I don't know why I did this. Using the pictures of, I loved how Donna Cooner, let me redo that. Fake is not out.